The world's smallest robot vacuum just got better. This is the SwitchBot K10 Plus Pro Combo, complete with a lightweight cordless vacuum, dual dust collection system, and smart home integrations. This could be the only vacuum you need to keep your home clean from floors to ceiling. So let's take a closer look and see if this would be a good addition to your smart home. Let's go. Yo, what's up guys? My name is Shane and this channel is all about helping you build an easy Apple home, smart home with new videos and live streams published every week. Big thanks to SwitchBot for sending me their brand new K10 Plus Pro Combo and for sponsoring this video. And while this video is sponsored, you're going to get my honest thoughts. I'll be sharing my full experience using this product, both the pros and the cons. There are some of both, so stick around for that to see again if this would be a good addition to your home. I've been using the original SwitchBot K10 Plus in my studio for quite a while. Well, they've since released the K10 Plus Pro and now this new K10 Plus Pro Combo that includes an upgraded base station and of course the cordless vacuum and all the attachments. Now inside we'll get the manual and user guide, the robot vacuum, the base station, 2 side brushes, and here is our cordless vacuum. Inside the base station we have some mop pads and an extra dust bag. Just a couple of screws are required to assemble the base station. The cordless vacuum just kind of snaps together. Then it comes with this little stand that you can set on top to hold the additional attachments. Attach the side brush to the robot vacuum and you're all ready to go. The Fusion base, as SwitchBot calls it, will handle waste from both the robot and the cordless vacuums, which is really cool. And it also charges both at the same time. It has a 3-liter dust bag that they say is equipped with antibacterial properties and requires emptying only once every 70 days under average use. The K10 Plus Pro robot vacuum, despite its small size, is able to clean over 2,400 square feet and run up to 150 minutes on a full charge. It includes an all rubber anti-tangle brush. Maintenance is easy with this. You can just pop off the end to remove any tangled hair that may get gathered around the brush. It has a silent mode that runs at a quiet 45 decibels, which may be nice if you like to run the vacuum when you or kids might be in bed. It uses a direct time of flight radar to map your home, navigate around obstacles, and avoid drop-offs. It can store up to 4 floor plans, which I think make it great for handling multiple level homes. It has 3,000 pascals of suction power, which is not really super high compared to some other robot vacuums you might find on the market, but it's definitely enough to pick up most debris and stuff that will be in your home. It does also include a mop pad attachment that's a bit unique.
Switch to mopping mode.
To use this, you need to attach one of the disposable pads to the attachment when you want to use it to mop. So I think this is probably maybe a nice to have feature for occasional use, but if mopping is one of the primary features you want in a robot vacuum, I'd probably look at another option, maybe something like the SwitchBot S10. I think the best use case for the K10 Plus Pro is for those who primarily want a robot for vacuuming, on a daily basis, not necessarily mopping. The cordless vacuum is also a great addition for stairs, couches, vehicles, really just about everything. I love this. It delivers 20,000 pascals of suction power on the handheld vacuum. It comes with multiple attachments, including a mite removal brush. That's great for sofas, beds, and carpets. A 2-in-1 crevice brush handle for baseboards, door gaps, vehicles, stuff like that. It has a 2-in-1 flathead brush, which is great for AC vents, lampshades, and curtains. And of course you have that floor brush that's great for stairs and under furniture. And again, that smart base station does work for both the robot vacuum and the handheld vacuum. So when you're done, you just place it back on the base station and it will auto empty all the debris into the 3-liter dust bag. I really love that part. Once you connect the K10 Plus Pro Combo to your Wi-Fi network in the SwitchBot app, you'll be able to map your floor. It does this very quickly and actually did a really good job at separating the rooms and everything, automatically in my experience. Of course, you can go in there and modify the map, separating the rooms or combining rooms and all that stuff if you need to really tweak your map. In the app, you can create schedules, modify or add additional maps. You can actually map where you have carpets and enable it to increase suction power when entering carpeted areas if maybe you have a mix of hard floors and carpets. Now this vacuum isn't going to be very good for high pile carpets, but if you have low pile carpets like I do in my house, it should be just fine. There's a nice maintenance section showing you the life of all the accessories and how much time is left. There are a few filters to be aware of. There's a dust bin filter, as you'd expect on a robot vacuum. There's also a HEPA filter on the handheld vacuum, as well as a rear filter that will need to be replaced every so often. So this thing has just about every smart home integration out there, including Amazon, Google Home, SmartThings, shortcuts, and Matter. Now let's talk about that Matter integration real quick, because at the time of this recording we're sort of in a little strange place kind of with Matter and support for robot vacuums. Currently this robot does indeed support Matter through one of the Matter SwitchBot hubs. I did a full video a while back on the SwitchBot Hub 2 and that Matter integration if you're interested in more details around that. But when you connect the robot vacuum to the SwitchBot Hub and then pair that hub to your smart home ecosystem like Apple Home via Matter, currently you'll only get the vacuum exposed to HomeKit as an on-off switch. And that's because Apple Home still doesn't support robot vacuums as an accessory. But again, you can use it as an on-off switch as of right now. Now, the exciting part is that the SwitchBot K10 Combo will support Matter over Wi-Fi directly, meaning no SwitchBot Hub is needed in the near future. This is something that they've already done with their air purifiers, and I'm told that SwitchBot is currently just waiting on Apple to support robot vacuums in the Home app. And once they do, SwitchBot will roll out a firmware update so that the K10 Combo will support Matter over Wi-Fi directly. Again, no SwitchBot Hub needed for that. So that's great to hear. Now, let's talk a little bit about my personal experience with this and try to determine maybe who this product would be for and if it would be a good option for you in your home. I first set up and started testing this thing in my upstairs area, which is fully carpeted. I figured it would be perfect for this as it's a fairly small area. We have a guest room, a little loft hallway area, and actually my studio here. So I love the small size of the robot vacuum for the studio specifically because it's able to get around all the furniture and stuff like that I have in here. Also, having the cordless vacuum is really, really awesome for me to use on my stairs real quick, just for like a quick cleaning. Also, I can use it for cleaning, dust and all kinds of stuff like that in and around my studio. All of which, did not happen near enough before because I just didn't really have a convenient way to do this. The only issue I had with the robot vacuum on the carpet is that sometimes the robot would not be able to return to the base station completely. Now, I've read that others have had this same issue, and this is when the base station is on carpet, really. So you can resolve it. So I've read by adding like a thin plastic or maybe a rubber mat or something like that underneath, which is something I do plan to do. I haven't done that yet, but just something to be aware of. It would be nice if SwitchBot would include something like that in the box. That would help for situations like this when you want to use this on a carpet. I did also test the vacuum on my main floor, which is almost all hardwood with the exception of one or two low pile rugs. I'll note that I have not had any issues with the base station and the vacuum returning to the base station here on the hardwoods. That was just on the carpets. And we do have real hardwood floors, so I actually don't like to mop much down there on the main floor, with like robot vacuums and stuff, because water's just not good for hardwood floors. So I thought that maybe this would be a good option on the main floor, just because it really, its strong suit is vacuuming, I would say, not mopping. And I know that small robot vacuum would certainly be good for all the chairs in my dining room area, which is known to give other robot vacuums a bit of a hard time. It did a real good job at vacuuming, especially getting into all the small spaces and corners. The biggest issue I had with it was obstacle avoidance. It kind of just pushed around dog toys and completely sucked up charging cables. So I wish the obstacle avoidance was a little bit better. If real strong obstacle avoidance is important, then this might not be the best option for you. Otherwise, if you're running a real tight ship without stuff all over the floors, then you really have nothing to worry about. Or you could just do a quick clean and pick things up before running the vacuum and put away toys and stuff like that. Either way, like I said before, if you want a robot vacuum for mopping, then I don't think this is the best option. Yes, it does have that mop pad attachment, which is nice maybe for like the occasional mopping, but it's certainly not a primary feature, I don't think, on this. I think the vacuum is best suited for those with carpets or those who rarely want to mop with their robot vacuum, like me actually. I think the K10 Plus Pro is great, especially for those maybe in like smaller or tighter places, since that robot vacuum is so small and very powerful, and even the footprint of the whole base is very small. So I really like that. I think something like a second floor or a loft or apartment or whatever would be perfect. It's also really easy because it is so small to pick it up and move it to multiple floors if maybe you want a single vacuum to handle multiple floors. Again, not great for mopping if that's important to you, but for those who maybe just want vacuuming alone, then this is a good option. And I did have separate maps for my upstairs and downstairs, and it did really well with that. Of course, having that cordless vacuum with all those attachments is just super convenient. I really love having that, and the fact that it auto empties into the same base is huge for me. So I decided that I'm actually going to keep this on my second floor for cleaning the carpets in the bedrooms, in the loft area, and my studio up here. And now I finally have an easy, convenient way to clean the stairs also, and pretty much everything else with the little handheld vacuum. So that's really nice, and I really enjoy having that. Not to mention the fact that it works with just about every smart home ecosystem out there is great, including Shortcuts and Matter, and the fact that they're going to update this to support Matter over Wi-Fi once Apple is ready to support robot vacuums finally, means that this might be the first robot vacuum that I'll actually be able to use in the Apple Home app as an actual vacuum device. So I'm really excited about that. If interested, you can order the K10 Plus Pro Combo for $799.99 US. And they're actually offering a $200 discount right now, bringing it down to just $599.99 at the time of this recording, which I think is a great value for everything that you get with this. Check out the links below in the description for all the details, and be sure to subscribe for more smart home content like this every week and live streams every Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.